stop you achieving your own goals. You stop yourself from quit smoking. You stop yourself from driving to the supermarket. All these are choices that go on through your life, aren't they? So the more motivated, the more mindset, the more you want something, the connections that take place in the brain, the neurons, which I'll come on to shortly, these form pathways, and when these pathways form, it builds up a more repetitive sort of thing, so that's why the change is possible. So your conscious and unconscious, as I've said to you, right now as you sort of, and I'm hoping you're not delta, but right now as you're all awake and you're in that sort of awake state, if you hooked up to a machine, you'll be alive with beta waves. That's your waking state. That's you day to day walking around. That's your consciousness. That's you being alive. But as you start to either daydream or go home, just chill out like that, the next step down is the sort of alpha waves. Now this is the part where you start to hit REM, which is rapid eye movement. This is the part where you might get a bit of muscle twitching, and that sort of when you get to start to sleep. That's that first that little bit there. But as you nod off, you start to encroach down, further and further down. Remember this on the next slide. No? I'll go back and I'll come back to it. As you go down in a bit, you go down into theta and delta. And that's where there's a hypnotist and a hypnotherapist. And anybody else that does CBT would want their change work to take place. That's where you're most relaxed. That's where your subconscious becomes more alive. And that's where the storage takes place when you go to sleep. So even though I talk about these brain waves here, when we do the change work and we change in the theta and delta sort of brain waves, when you go home to sleep, and I'll touch on it later on when we get to memory, you also start to learn that the storage comes in when you sleep. So memory, as I'll say again later, is not a process of learning. You don't learn from memory, you learn from repetition. So in comparison, obviously, your conscious can deal with probably around about, you say 5 times, but it's roughly around about 7, hence why telephone numbers are around about 7 digits long, so that you can remember them. It makes choices for who you are, what you're doing, like here, right now. But your unconsciousness is massive. It's like an iceberg, so that a little bit at the top is your conscious bit, but your unconscious bit is everything else that's underwater. You're able to change so many things through your unconsciousness. Now, as I touched on the brain waves, but just move on here, a lot of people tend to think that they change their emotion, they make the changes, when in fact, it's not the emotion that they need to change, it's the neural pathway that makes that change. So by that, we control our own reality, our thoughts, our beliefs, what you want to do today, how you want to become tomorrow, in that conscious world. Whether you want to go to the gym, whether you want to go to the shop, and what you want to buy. This all takes place in your consciousness. But using any of the 5 brain waves, which are the obviously alpha, beta, delta, and I'll touch quickly on gamma in a while. These are the ones where the changes, and obviously, like I said at the top there, we are the controllers of our own reality. So theta is the bit that's come after the alpha. Doesn't really make sense because you would think A comes before B, but that's not how it works. So as we've gone through the REM state, we go into the non-REM state, and this is the first one, the theta. I left out beta because obviously that's your waking state all the time, so we've gone straight into theta. Now this is where a lot of people who do meditation, who do yoga, this is where they're starting to come into this sort of realm of consciousness, or unconsciousness really, where they can just relax, completely chill, you can focus and that sort of thing. It's where we can have the best visualizations and where, as a hypnotherapist, we start making that change. This is where we start to get to do our work. And then once we're in delta, we're almost asleep. For some you can get some really deep sleep, but in between theta and delta, that's our best work. So, as I touched on before with the brainwaves, it's the theta and delta that also, once we make a change, is later on where we want to use it to store it. So once we've used it as memory, and we've installed it under the unconsciousness, when you go to bed later on, when you get to this, is where the change takes place as well. But it uses through I'll go on later, through the hippocampus and the prefrontal cortex, that things change. As I've just described here, this is a diagram of basically somebody's sleeping pattern. The circadian rhythm is a rhythm that takes place through 24 hours, and the rhythm that you go through from the moment you go to bed until the morning you go back to bed again. But the bit we're interested in here is the ultradian rhythm, which happens every 90 to 110 minutes that it shows here. So obviously if we come up in the waking state, here, as we start to drift down through REM, down into non-REM, into the theta and delta, which is where we are. And this roughly takes, this little path here takes about 90 minutes. So that's why they say you can pick what time you go to bed to what time you get up. So how many people, because I know I've done it, have got up and been really, really tired. They're tired of them when they went to bed. And chances are you've probably got up somewhere in the middle down in a deep sleep. Woke up halfway through your deep sleep. And you go, I feel so tired, so drained. You're like that all day on it. Pretty much all day like that anyway. So, and the reason is, like I say, you're still down here when you wake up. That's why sometimes you get these clocks on apps that tell you to go to bed. Like if you work for RMC, you want to go to bed at 7 o'clock, and you're looking to go to bed around about 1 or 11 o'clock, or something like that, because every 90 minutes, that pattern, you're going to come back up out of the pattern. So you could want to wake up along here, as close as you can to be, so there's a natural way so you feel more refreshed. So you don't always have to get 7 hours sleep. So imagine if you've got sort of like 5.5 or 5, that's where you're going to feel more refreshed than you are getting like 6 hours sleep, because you're going to be further down into your sleep pattern. Okay, so what really happens inside your brain? I've got two little examples that I'm going to show you how on this little computer, so you have to bear with me. It's like, can we just click them little things for me on there? And the first one is a paragraph. Some of you might have seen this before, some of you might not. And basically what I want you to do is, I want you to read for me, hopefully I'll get the right one up.
This one?
Yeah, but just come up then, I think. Is it behind it? It was. Well, yeah, click on that again. And then just click on the button. Yeah, just click on that first. Basically what I want you to do is read for me when it comes up.
That's not correct. It's interesting.
No. Anybody want anything else for us? Tell you what. If you quit the word, maybe you might start again. Quit that and then start it again.
It's not started.
Quit it. And then it disappears.
Okay.
Yeah, take it away.
There we go, something's happening.
Bouncing away.
Yeah.
Okay. What I want you to do is just read that paragraph for me. And I just want you to tell me how many F's you read. And I'll just give you maybe a couple of seconds. I don't want to give you half an hour or anything. So once everybody's read it, I just want you to just let me know that everybody's read it. Yeah? Yeah, okay. Can I just ask how many F's everybody seen? 4? 7? 6? So, okay, how many people have seen 7? How many people, hands up, see 7? Nobody. How many have seen 6? 2. How many have seen 5? 1. 4? Okay. Interesting, even in a small room like this, we've got a completely different.
Ready?
Do you want to find out how many there are? Okay. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different F's. And the reason why a lot of people miss them is because your brain just is quite happy and the green nose there, takes no conscious of what's going on. It's not bothered, it doesn't read them. That's why sometimes people just flip read them quick. and it'll only pick up on the bits, the capital F's in there, or bits in scientific or small loss. But the majority of the time it won't read it. And that goes to say, yeah, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And at the top, transform.
Oh, right, yeah. That's my no. I'll take it off. Please, take it off. Fair play. Oh, man. Right, so, obviously, so your brain doesn't take that in. And the reason why your brain doesn't take it in is because, like I was saying, it associates, it knows that it's no significance to it. It doesn't matter. And it's the same with your peripheral vision. Your brain and your eyes can only see a short distance in front of you. The rest of all this, even though you can see it all, your brain makes all this up.